Okay, got this. So any thank you for reminding. There's a major purpose of wheatstone network. Nowhere in the electrical equipment we use wheatstone network. I'm making things clear. They can ask you surprise in mains or advanced. The wheatstone network is used in the most of the electrical network. The answer is no. The most of the computer circuits. The answer is no. It is meant. It is used to measure the conductivity of a soil. This is a major purpose. But wherever you see five networks, if you want to check whether current through the this particular branch is it zero or non-zero, you can take help of wheatstone network. If you open television, mobile, supercomputer, what all electronic circuits are there, no, nowhere you see wheatstone network. This you, I'm reminding you that one. Okay, now definitely here, what next? What is the problem arises when I started using this to measure the fertility of soil? What is the problem I encountered is like it should be more sensitive, no? The bridge should be more sensitive. Means slight change in the value of R, I should able to get the large deflection because the bridge is balanced. Okay, when the bridge is not balanced, when the bridge is not balanced, just it's a theoretical one. We have to derive a formula for the sensitivity. Okay, there's a PQ, this is RS. Okay, there's a galvanometer. I'm bringing it. So it will be inside the pointer also. Let me show it. So what is why the idea of sensitivity has come into picture? I'm just trying to project it. So let the current to galvanometer be IG. This is connected across a cell whose EMF is E. These are the points. Let me take it. A, B, C, D. Okay, there's a galvanometer. I'm showing this arrow also. The red color is what? The pointer here. Now for balanced network, so current through galvanometer, let it be zero. Let the current through galvanometer is zero. Then what is the basic necessary condition? P by Q equal to R by S. And the current through galvanometer strictly when it is zero. Then, so let me adjust one on both sides. P plus Q by Q equal to R plus S by S. There's the one equation you keep in mind. Let me define what do you mean by sensitivity here. For small change in R, there's an unknown thing. For small change in R, earlier the S was variable, no? Let me, because there's unknown distance. For small change in R, if I get some large change in the galvanometer, means if the deflection in the galvanometer is little bit appreciable, we are able to notice it very clearly. Then you can say it's a very good sense. It's a sensitive. The bridge is more sensitive. So getting this one. So now what I do is like the sensitivity of bridge. There's the one equation we'll keep in hand. It's going to help us in the further calculations. I'll define the sensitivity of bridge. The deflection in the galvanometer for fractional change in the unknown distance. For small fractional change, for small change in R, if I'm able to measure the appreciable, if I'm able to notice the appreciable deflection in the galvanometer, then the bridge is sized to be more sensitive. Now you can ask questions of why you need this, first of all, because current through galvanometer is zero. Current through galvanometer is zero. So the reason for that, to have more accuracy. So the difficulty like the pointer for the balance condition, what when the pointer should be zero, no? The pointer should be zero. Okay, that the pointer should be 0. For small change in R, if it doesn't deflects, then definitely the galvanometer is not sensitive. The galvanometer itself is not sensitive, or the bridge is not sensitive. Better you say that one. Means if some small change in R if I produce, and if there is no deflection, still the pointer is almost at 0 and hardly we notice that, then you can say the bridge is not sensitive. Then sir, what is use of this? How do that one? Even small change in R, what when I should able to notice it? Because why do we need this one? Definitely I'll get two types of soils where the conductivity is very slight difference. The delta sigma is very small. So to notice that what happen, definitely what happen, the when do I can see the difference between them? When do I can see the difference between them? The difference in conductivity I can measure it very easily only when this particular the bridge is sensitive. So I may get a two types of soils where the conductivity is very small, the difference in conductivity very small. So I should able to even the notice that difference also. Got the idea? This will be so here the you come out of that P by Q equal to R by S. It is only for our to get rank in IIT. What happen? You think only this much, but practically what happen? Rather than balance, no, the unbalanced condition very important. So I'll connect some soil. I'll notice the current through galvanometer. Slightly, if I change if I bring another soil which is having slightly some different conductivity, then what happen? The pointer what happen shows very small deflection. Then you can say hardly you are able to notice. Then if you bring some other soil which is having slightly different conductivity, and if the pointer shows some large deflection, then you can say the bridge is more sensitive. Practically I'm able to see that the difference in conductivity very small, but the deflection pointer, if I'm able to notice some large deflection, if the deflection pointer is appreciable, then I can say the bridge is sensitive. Got the idea? So I'm not bothered about this case now. When I'm using for application, I'll not use this. When bridge is unbalanced only, I'll be using it. Got the idea? But in all our books, what we discuss more about the balanced one. Of course, we use for electrical application, but practical application is this one. Therefore, the idea of the sensitivity is brought into picture. For fractional change in R, if the deflection the galvanometer is appreciable, then the bridge is said to be more sensitive. This is the idea that one. What is theta G? Deflection in galvanometer. Deflection in galvanometer. Okay, fine. So this much is what the sensitivity. Now this deflection in galvanometer depends on what? The theta G. It depends upon sensitivity of the voltage sensitivity and the drop here. So this is what is it? Deflection in galvanometer. Voltage sensitivity of galvanometer. This is open circuited voltage. So again, the deflection galvanometer depends on what condition, the voltage sense. What do you mean voltage sensitivity? If you apply some voltage across a galvanometer, then if it produces some appreciable deflection, then it is said to be more sensitive. That's called like a voltage sensitivity. This I think I'll discuss for you in the electromagnetism. When we'll discuss the working and construction of galvanometer. There I'll discuss this voltage and current sensitivity. Time being, if you apply some voltage to very small voltage across galvanometer, if it shows some appreciable deflection, the pointer deflects, you are able to notice very clearly, then it's said to be having good voltage sensitivity. We notice what? The open circuited voltage means the galvanometer, if I may choose a galvanometer of I resistance and I'll measure the drop across it. That is what open circuited voltage. We define the deflection galvanometer depends on these parameters. The voltage sensitivity, say I think the how you define voltage sensitivity, deflection per unit voltage. What is the voltage sensitivity? Deflection per unit voltage. I think it's justified, no? Dimensions. Deflection is what? this theta G. What is theta G? This will be in radians. What is this voltage sensitivity? Deflection per unit voltage is what we define voltage sensitivity. I think the ear open, the drop across the galvanometer is there, V naught, when it is very high resistance. So like this, the deflection in galvanometer, we measure using this parameter. Okay, let's proceed here. So voltage sensitivity, how you define? Deflection per unit voltage. Okay, let's now go for what is that V naught. So we have this particular thing. So here I will just take it out this. Let it be here. Let's go for other circuit. Now let's go for the next circuit. Same galvanometer I kept it. This is cell. I define the sensitivity of the bridge. So this is what we have, P, Q, this R. So slight, I'll make change in R. What do we expect here now? So here current through galvanometer will be non-zero. Let's assume that one. I'm going to change the value of R here. So definitely the current through galvanometer will be non-zero. Means for small change in delta, if I'm able to notice some change in current through galvanometer, then you can say the bridge is said to be more sensitive. And next year, what is that V naught? I should give you the condition for V naught. So what I do is like, I'll pick up a galvanometer of I resistance. If it's a very high resistance, then how do we replace the I resistance with the open circuit? I'll replace the galvanometer with a open circuit. There is a galvanometer. There's a galvanometer with so that's why the reason why we prefer the galvanometer of high resistance, P by Q, and this is R. There's everything galvanometer of I resistance. So I resistance means what happen? I can replace with an open circuit here. So in the books, what happen? They didn't try this galvanometer I resistance. So they just shown this open circuit. This is a method. So what you should do here, like here we have to assume there's a galvanometer, but since it's having very high resistance, so current through galvanometer will be zero. Then what we get is like a open circuited voltage. So here I'll write down here. Galvanometer with high resistance. So we are writing open circuit. Then I'll measure that voltage of V naught. So don't say no galvanometer. The galvanometer is there. Since high resistance, I can replace with an open circuit or voltage. Okay, let's calculate the things now. So as we know, this is V, A, C, and this is D. The current will flow. The current. So let this be I1. Let this be I2. What is it? This is similar to like a potential divider formula. Shall I make it separate things so that be easy for you? So I want the drop VAC. According to the potential divider formula, what you write? VAC as PE by P plus Q. Similarly, for the lower part of circuit, R plus delta R, this is VAD. What is VAD? VAD is equal to E into R plus delta R by R plus delta R plus S. Okay, this is about the initial background. So let's go for directly the formula. What is our formula? We have to get the sensitivity of bridge. What is the sensitivity of the bridge? Theta G by delta R by delta R. Then how to calculate theta B? Theta B is what? SB into V naught. So how to calculate V naught? I'll introduce the formula back. Theta G by delta R by R. This is the formula. What is theta G? Deflection galvanometer depends upon voltage. This is a constant for a given galvanometer. Actually, all these things we are supposed to learn in electromagnetism. I don't know, such a big institution, still we don't know which topic where to teach. So don't blame me, because if I don't teach, definitely tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday exam, you do get questions on wheatstone network. We are supposed to learn in electromagnetism, not wheatstone network. You are not supposed to learn in resistors, because without all this sensitivity, so no fun in learning. Just P by Q equal to R by S, okay, fine. But you really want to understand what is the wheatstone network, what is the working condition, you need first background of galvanometer. Okay, let's, this SV is a, you leave it that one. There's a constant, okay, let's not bother. This V naught is what I should calculate. And what is delta R by R? That has to be determined. So how to calculate V naught? So I know the drop VAC and VAD. So VAC, let me write loop equation. VAC minus V naught minus VAD equals 0. So where I applied KVL here, VAC minus V naught plus VAD, because the flow of the current will flow like this, no? Plus minus, plus minus. So what is V naught is equal to? V naught is equal to VAC minus VAD. So VAC will be substituting. Okay, this is plus, no? Is that KVL okay? VAC, I'm proceeding like this. VAC minus V naught. Yeah, I'll give all that one. So it should be like this, no? Plus, I'm moving from positive to negative. So minus VAC, positive to negative, fall in drop, minus V naught, negative to positive, that one. So plus VAD equal to 0. So V naught equal to VAD minus VAC. What is VAD? We'll substitute the value. This should be equal to E by R plus delta R minus, this will be E into P by P plus Q. Let me take E common. R plus delta R plus delta R plus, okay, solving this, I'll end up expression for V naught as, to save time, then let me directly go for the one step here after solving all this. One plus delta R by R plus S. I'm after simplifying all, I'll end up somewhere like this. This is the equation. I did some replacement. P by P plus Q. What you can write it as? P by P plus Q. Anybody? R by R plus RS. Can I write it? From where? From where? I brought it here, no? Sorry. Q by P by Q by P plus Q. Mhm. And this I can also write it as, I do have this one. Wait, yeah. This is what I'm taking help of the replacement. From where? From the initial one. From the wheatstone network is what I replace P by P plus Q. I replace with R by R plus S. Then I solved it. Finally, I ended up with this equation. So there's a one more thing which you have to remember, sir. Otherwise, sir, where P and Q gone? You see, it's not available. I replace P by P plus Q by this particular formula. Then what to do? What further we can work out from here? So what is usually R plus X? Delta R, usually delta R, I'll make it a very small, and we know R plus S will be some large value. R plus S will be very much greater than delta R. So therefore, what this quantity delta R by R plus S. Delta R is a very small change in the resistance, whatever. Why you are bringing delta R? When I bring some other soil with some other soil where it will have small difference in conductive compared to first one. So definitely what happens, the resistance will slightly may increase or decrease, so change. So what is the corresponding deflection in galvanometer? If the deflection in galvanometer is appreciable, then it's a very good sensitive breach. That is the idea. So definitely this quantity will be negligible. Then we'll end up with V naught equal to ES delta R by R plus whole square. Okay, let's come for the formula. This will be. So in case of theta G, what you can write it? There is a galvanometer fixed value, remove it. So in place of V naught, what I can write it now? Sensitivity of voltmeter, voltage sensitivity of galvanometer into ES delta R by R plus S whole square. This I'll bring it now to the sensitivity of the bridge. It should be equal to theta G by delta R or R by delta R. So what is the value of theta G by delta R? So in the equation, what we can write it as SV E S R by R plus S whole square. Tell me now, to have that maximum sensitivity, what is our main purpose? Under what circumstance the sensitivity will be maximum? So tell me what I should do. I'll differentiate. There's a formula you have to remember. This is very important. Can be asked for you in advance. The sensitivity of the wheatstone bridge depends on what? Even the cell also, you can see the RS value and the voltage sensitivity of galvanometer. What is capital E? Capital E is what cell. SV is what? The voltage sensitivity of galvanometer. So it's good to do wheatstone network with lower values of EMF, higher values of EMF to have more sensitivity. Higher values of EMF, no? If the EMF of cell is more, the bridge will be more sensitive. Got it, no? So let me differentiate for what condition the sensitivity will be maximum. So I'm going to differentiate this one. So shall I put like sensitivity somebody is still asking, sir, what is sensitivity? I think if I go in sunlight, I'll get rashes. You are more sensitive. You are more sensitive. Listen, for small change in R, if I get large deflection in galvanometer, then the bridge is said to be more sensitive. That is what needed for application. So the sensitivity of bridge depends on, shall I put on voltage first one, voltage sensitivity of galvanometer. This is one thing. Next, EMF of cell. Now tell me like If you are using for application, will you go for lower EMF or higher EMFs? Let it be 50 volt, 60 volt, good. Sensitivity will increase. Then the values of S and R. Of course, S and R are there in the denominator also. So these things matters a lot. So you do get a questions where like this and all. So whenever we are using wheatstone network, it is preferred to use a cell of higher values of EMF. There's a reason. Huh? Without this, I don't think so. You can't analyze anything. So let me go for differentiating this with respect to R.
R should be equal to S.
R should be equal to S. Huh? Okay, fine. If R equal to S, then P should be equal to Q. Will you agree? So then according to the formula, P by Q equal to RS. If R equal to S, P equal to Q, then what does it mean? P equal to Q equal to RS. Then SB will be maximum. Okay, now when you're using this wheatstone network, what are the precautions you have to take? You have to see that the resistance of all the arms must be equal for the maximum sensitivity. Then what will happen? You are going to first what will happen? See, this R is unknown. Huh? Don't think that R you can control. The value of PQS you have to adjust in such a way that the current through the galvanometer will be 0, and you have to see the ratio of arms. P and Q are known. So in every experiment, P, Q and S will be known. I'll adjust in such a way that PQS should be such that should be equal to R. And I'll adjust in all the values such a way that current through galvanometer is 0. Then I also see that all the resistance in all the arms must be equal. Then the bridge will be more sensitive. Now, if I use a particular bridge now, for the application, means slightly if I change the value of R, the deflection will be more. So when the bridge will have maximum sensitivity, the wheatstone network will have maximum sensitivity when resistance of arms are equal. I think this is a question that is asked in 2017. Only those students where the teacher taught for them this, they were able to make it. Remaining all, what happened? They left this question. And there is no suitable explanation in any of the book. Since I studied electronic, BTech in electronic communication, no, I do have all these ideas. Different construction of voltmeter, ammeter, digital ammeters, multimeters, PC boards, different circuit boards. We used to design all these things. So I had an idea. So otherwise, in just refer NCERT book, SC Verma, or all the books available, all the materials, no, we don't have much information. Only in some BTech in electronic communication there, when we do come across all this application part where we'll be using that one. No? There it was available. I do study it. It's not that something now only I came to know. When I was studying engineering, okay, this was a very important parameter. Then wheatstone network numericals. I just had idea. That's why I'm able to share with students. Huh? So that's what happens the advanced mains exam. Which is in syllabus, out of syllabus, we are not very sure. Some not everywhere. So something wheatstone network, no, even this is also a part of syllabus. Do remember. Okay, the last thing.
Sir, how did you write Q equal to R?
P by Q equal to R by S, no? Wheatstone network, when R is equal to S, then P should be equal to Q, no? According to this.
Yes, sir. Why did you write Q equal to R? P equal to Q and R equal to S is okay, but Q equal to R.
If R equal to S, then what happened? P by Q equal to 1, no?
I'm talking about Q equal to R, sir. I'm not talking about P equal to Q or R equal to S. You wrote P equal to Q equal to R equal to S.
My dear, look at this. When R equal to S, then P should should be equal to P by Q should be equal to 1. So here what when I'll adjust the value of R as equal to 2 ohm. Then what does it mean? Then P by Q also should be equal to what? The ratio should be equal to 1, no? Then the bridge will become more sensitive when this condition is satisfied, is telling.
Yes, sir, I'm telling the same thing. P and Q should have equal resistance. R and S should have equal resistance. But why should Q and R have equal resistance?
Yeah, that one. For maximum sensitivity, I ended up with this condition R equal to, now what you are saying, so I'll adjust values like this, you mean to say. So R by S, R equal to 2 ohm, S equal to 2 ohm, I'll take it. P what I'll write 4 ohm, Q I'll write 4 ohm. So what happened, the ratio P by Q? 4 by 4 equal 2 by 2, so satisfied. Then if you go and check it, no, the bridge is not sensitive. Okay, that's what we mean to say that one. So why R equal to S is I brought it. Since R equal to S, P equal to Q. Then one further when I verified it, only when the ratio of all the arms are equal, then the bridge was sensitive. That's what the idea. That's why I wrote in the end the sentence. Clear all of you? This is the practically I verified it. Then I came to know, okay, this is what I should carry on the things. So then the bridge is not sensitive for this set of values. The reason for that is bridge is balanced, everything fine. So, but it's not sensitive. When it will be sensitive, when the resistance of all arms should be equal. I just brought the idea only R equal to S and P equal to Q. Further, what when I check it, no, then if all are equal, then only it will be more sensitive. That's what I mean to say here. Similarly, what happened? See, like if you really, so like how do you bring in? You do one thing, instead of changing R, you do one thing, change P. Again, you'll end up with the same situation. So here what when I made small change in R. Now you do one thing, keep R and S constant. Then you similarly vary P plus delta P, and work out again you get the same situation. So finally I can conclude here this much. And that be again the same thing we have to repeat for if I change P also. Okay, so directly I just concluded. Like this also, the other case will come. So finally, what is the basic idea? P equal to Q equal to R equal to S. So you have to remember this formula. This is something very important for exam. Already this year has asked, so no possibility of asking. 2017 mains paper. This year has asked. This formula is something left over, so you should be very careful. Okay, I'll go for the next type of. So this is about the wheatstone